Hello all, welcome to the video. Today we are going to talk about arrays in C. Arrays are foundational data structures that enables efficient data management. This will provide a direct understanding of memory and even serves as basic building blocks for understanding complex data structures and algorithms. Arrays are very fundamental concepts in computer science. Many important sorting, searching algorithms use arrays as the primary data structure. Arrays are used in numerous practical scenarios, including image processing, database management, operating systems, and other simple mathematical computations. So, you are not just learning a single feature of C, but you are learning something which builds foundational understanding of how data is stored and managed in a computer. So before getting into the proper definition of an array, let us look into an example. I am a teacher in a classroom with 50 students, imagine. So I need to store the marks of all 50 students. So I store the marks like this. So imagine the problem of storing marks of each and every student in this way. I need to have many variables for storing marks. Say for example 50 students, I need 50 variables. 75 students, I need 75 variables. 100 students, I might require 100 variables. It is hard to remember names and a program becomes long, confusing and clumsy. So what if the same example I want to find the total and average marks of all students? I will take the marks one by one, sum it up and then find the average. If it is for 75 students, it is tedious. 100 students, it is tedious, very difficult. 1000 students, it is not at all practical. Instead of 50 different variables or 75 different variables or 100 different variables, I use one array, right? Let us go for another example, the phone contact example. Your phone has hundreds of contacts, say contact 1, 2, 3 up till contact n. The phone actually is using an array or a list kind of a data structure to store all the contacts under single one name. We need arrays because managing many values one by one is very difficult as a human being, but arrays make it simple and organized. How it is well organized with arrays? For example, if a class has 100 students, would you create 100 variables? No, not at all. Use one array. So let us see what is an array. Before getting into the formal definition, let us see the basic concepts of an array. An array is a collection of values stored in a single variable. Instead of creating many variables like this, marks 1 equal to 80, marks 2 equal to 75, marks 3 equal to 90, etc., we can store all the marks together using an array. Say for example, I need to store marks of 5 students in an array. I can do it something like this, which states marks is the name of the array, the type of the array is integer, and the array holds 5 values. 80, 75, 90, 60 and 85 are the values. So you can imagine an array like a box with many compartments. It could be a pencil box or an egg tray or student sitting on a bench. Each compartment has one value. Look, there are 5 compartments in the example. All 5 compartments have values associated with it. So arrays makes a program shorter, cleaner, very precise and easier. So to summarize, what are the benefits of an array? You can store many values easily, easy to access data, saves a lot of your time and memory, and almost all programs use arrays. Now come on, let us define the array in a technical term. An array is a collection of same data type or same type of elements stored in contiguous memory locations under one name. In other words, I can say or call an array to be a collection of homogeneous elements or homogeneous data items stored in contiguous memory locations under one name. Very important, homogeneous elements stored in contiguous memory locations, one after the other. We use arrays to store multiple values using a single variable name. So what could be the general syntax? A simple syntax like data type followed by the array name followed by the size of the array inside square brackets. At the end there is a semicolon. This is the general syntax. So we need to declare an array, right? So what is declaration? Declaration means telling the computer that there is an array. You are informing the compiler that there is an array existing in the program. Look at the example, int marks of 5. This means that the array's type is integer. The name of the array is marks and the array can store 5 values. But are values assigned to the array? No, not yet. No values are stored in the array yet. Right. To store values in the array, we need to initialize the array. So how do you initialize an array? What is initialization? It is assigning values to the array. Look, we have already seen this example. Int marks of 5 is equal to open curly brace 80, 75, 90, 60, 85 close curly brace semicolon. So this is how an array is initialized. Very important concept. Array has index or indices. The index of an array starts from 0. Marks of 0 holds value 80. Marks of 1 holds value 75. Marks of 2 holds value 90. Marks of 3 holds value 60 and marks of 4 holds value 85. Shall I do declaration and initialization of an array together? Obviously yes. How to do that? See, int numbers of 4 is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40 as we have seen in the previous example. This way I can declare as well as initialize an array. Look at the second example where the size of the array is missing. Yes, that is even syntactically correct. So we are going to talk about various kinds of initializing an array. Number 1 is a common method of initializing an array at the time of declaration. This is the simplest way to do. We have already seen this example. So this is the simplest way to initialize an array at the time of declaration. All values are stored immediately one after the other. So simple, right? Number 2 is initialization without specifying the size. So we have seen this example also. The compiler automatically counts the number of elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40. So the size becomes 4. So these two are very simple direct method of initialization of an array. Number 3 is partial initialization. If we initialize only some elements, what about the remaining values? The remaining values becomes 0. Look at the example. ARR is an array of type integer which holds 5 values, but I have initialized only the first 2 data elements. So this is stored as 1, 2. The remaining values becomes 0. ARR of 0 is 1. ARR of 1 is 2. ARR of 3, 4 and 5 becomes 0. Number 4 is initializing using index position. I've already told you that index starts from 0 onwards. We can assign values using index numbers also. How to do that? Declare the array, for example int ARR of 5. Initialize using the index positions. ARR of 0 is equal to 10, ARR of 1 is equal to 20, ARR of 2 is equal to 30, ARR of 3 is equal to 40, ARR of 4 is equal to 50. So likewise you can initialize using index positions. When is this useful? It is useful when you want to enter the values later on somewhere. So to summarize, array, you can imagine it to be row of boxes each with a value inside. Imagining the marks array, the marks array is of type integer with 5 boxes. Is it not? The size of the array is 5. So the index starts from 0. Marks of 0 holds 80. Marks of 1 holds 75. Marks of 2 holds 90 and marks of 3 holds 60. Marks of 4 holds 85. Right. Number 5 is initializing using loop, otherwise called the runtime initialization. Values are given during program execution. Look at the example. Array ARR is of type integer, which can hold 5 values. The size of the array is 5. I use a for loop which runs from 0 to 4 and the input is got from the user. Right? Done. Number 6. All elements having the same values. We can initialize all elements with the same values. How is it possible? Look at the example. ARR is an array of type integer holding 5 values. Size is 5. But I have initialized the array to 0. What does it mean? All elements becomes 0. Right? Number 7 is character array initialization. There will be a separate video for characters in strings. To make things very simple, I have chosen a very simple example here. Look at the array. The name of the array is name, which is of type character, and I have not specified the size. So A, R, R, A, Y. All characters are given inside single quotes. Or I can do it like this too. ARRAY inside double quotes. It could be a string or it could be a character. Number 8 and the last type is initialization of an array using another array. How can I do this? One array can be initialized using another array. Look at the example. I have an array called A whose size is 3. It's of type integer. The values stored in the array are 1, 2, 3. Int B of 3 is another array whose values are A of 0, A of 1 and A of 2. A of 0 is equal to 1, A of 1 is equal to 2 and A of 2 is equal to 3. So these are the basic types of initialization of an array. Hope you have understood what is meant by an array, how to declare an array and how to initialize an array. If there is any doubt, please post it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer all your doubts. The next video, we'll be talking about some simple basic examples in arrays, followed by intermediate level problem solving skills using arrays. Happy learning. Thank you so much.